The May 2018 undergraduate commencement exercises are now convened. I am Ronnie Green, and I have the pleasure of serving as the 20th Chancellor of the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Welcome, graduates. You did it. You have achieved a phenomenal milestone today, and together with your family and friends here in our full Pinnacle Bank Arena, we are live on our webcast joining us around the world. We congratulate you on this great accomplishment. Yesterday, we held graduate commencement exercises for our doctoral and master's students where we conferred 702 degrees. I'm pleased to say that today is the record commencement in the 149-year history of the University of Nebraska. And this weekend, we will confer a total of 3,264 degrees, representing students from all across Nebraska, from 62 countries around the world, and from 46 states across the United States. 81% of our undergrads are here with us this morning, over 2,065 graduates on the floor of Pinnacle Bank Arena, and I am really happy about that. Today, you will receive your actual diploma on stage. This is a long-held tradition at Nebraska that requires a tremendous amount of effort over the previous few weeks to make sure each of you receives your actual diploma. And I would like to start our ceremony today just by asking you to applaud all of the staff, especially those in our University Registrar's office who have worked hours to make this happen. Please join me in thanking those servants. Each one of you represents a story of achievement. You may be the first person in your family to receive a degree, just as I was and many of our faculty are. You may be a young parent who has persevered against all odds. You may be a veteran who has returned from active duty to pursue your degree. You may be a Nebraska native, or as I said earlier, from a different state, or indeed countries around the world. Today, though, you have one thing in common. You are a graduate of one of the greatest universities in the world, the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. You have worked hard, you have shared your talent, and earned the recognition that we offer to each of you today. So celebrate it, celebrate your achievements, but even more importantly, we're celebrating the possibilities and the potential that you're going to unleash on the world as you move forward into your future. Now please rise if you are able. Emily Freeman, a candidate for a Bachelor of Music Education degree from our Glenn Korff School of Music in the Hickson Lead College of Fine and Performing Arts, will lead us in the national anthem. Please direct your attention to the flag. Pursuant to an act of Congress, those who have served in the military may salute, even though not in uniform. The colors will be presented by the midshipmen from the Naval Reserve Officer Training Corps. Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were gone, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. To open today's ceremony, please direct your attention to the Husker Vision screens for greetings from Dr. Jeff Rudy, President of the University's Faculty Senate, followed by UNL student Regent Hunter Traynor, President of the Association of Students of UNL.
On behalf of the faculty of the University of Nebraska, I would like to first thank a very special group of guests, the parents of our graduates. You have entrusted us with your greatest treasure, your children, and you have made a significant investment in their education. We in turn have invested our time and talent into them. Our combined investments have produced wonderful young men and women who we can all be proud of. To our graduates, well done. In our classrooms, our labs, and clinical experiences and internships, you have excelled. We are confident that you have the ability to transform our communities, our state, and beyond the borders of Nebraska, and we are sure that with your drive and ambition, you will do so. We are so happy to celebrate your accomplishments today, and we cannot wait to see what you will do tomorrow.
On behalf of those who are graduating today, I would like to thank our university administrators, faculty, and staff for their dedication to Husker students. And to our newest graduates, we gather to celebrate the culmination of your Nebraska experience. I am confident that each of you will go forth prepared for fulfilling careers and selfless service to the communities in which you settle.
Joining us for today's ceremonies are several members of our University of Nebraska Board of Regents. I would ask them to stand and be recognized at this time. Regent and Chair of the Board, Rob Schaefer from Beatrice. Regent and Vice Chair of the Board, Tim Clare from Lincoln. And as you just saw on the video, UNL student Regent Hunter Traynor. Also joining me on stage today are members of the administration of the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Each member is listed in your program. They provide leadership in all facets of the university's operations and administration, and even though it may be invisible to you, each of you today has been impacted by their continual hard work, their commitment to our tripartite mission of teaching, research, and outreach, and dedication for each of our individual leaders. I ask them to stand as a group and be recognized and receive our thanks. The university faculty form the heart of a great university. We are deeply grateful to them for their time and efforts in helping our students achieve and reach their educational goals. Throughout the arena, you will see the university marshals dressed in red robes assisting with the ceremony today. They are faculty and staff volunteers led by our head marshal, Dr. Robert Gorman, Associate Professor of Classics and Religious Studies in our College of Arts and Sciences. Will all members of the faculty throughout the arena and on stage please stand? Join me in recognizing these university faculty. Seldom does a person accomplish something as important as we're celebrating here today without the support of a network of people around them. Those of you who have provided such support share in the limelight in the celebration of this occasion today, so that the graduates and those of us associated with the university can offer our thanks and gratitude to you. Would all of the relatives and the friends of our graduates please stand? Now please join me in welcoming Regent Tim Clare to bring greetings from the University of Nebraska Board of Regents.
Let me tell you, this is truly a Kodak moment, and you guys have no idea what that means, but I promise you your parents do. Thank you, and good afternoon or good morning. On behalf of the Board of Regents, specifically our Chairman, Regent Rob Schaefer, and Regent Hunter Traynor, and all of our colleagues, I'd like to add congratulations to the graduates today. You should all be very proud of what you have accomplished here at the University of Nebraska. Know that we are very proud of you as well. President Abraham Lincoln once said, "I prepare myself as someday my chance will come." While each of you have your own unique story, each of you have worked hard, prepared yourself, earned your degree, and now your chance has come. You are now in an excellent position to begin successful careers, improve the quality of life for you and your family, and give back to the communities in which you will live and work. I commend each of you for making the very wise decision to pursue a higher education so that your chance will come. I am confident that this decision will pay off for the rest of your lives, no matter which direction you choose. On behalf of the board, we hope that on this day that you appreciate it. You have achieved a major milestone in your life, earning a college degree. Appreciate it. Appreciate your family and your friends and loved ones who have helped you during the years. My wife and I are proud parents of a graduate today, the last of 5, I will tell you. So we're not helping anymore with, yeah, exactly. We're not helping anymore with enrollment, nor with tuition. So I would suggest that you appreciate the family members and those who have helped you along the way. Their support and guidance, encouragement and love has been and will continue to be tremendously valuable in shaping your life and helping you in your life journey. Finally, I would suggest that you appreciate this great faculty who have also helped you in your journey. Their leadership, guidance, and encouragement was beneficial to you in reaching this milestone. So again, take time today to appreciate what you've accomplished and appreciate the many people that have helped you get here. Now, while we're on the topic of appreciation, I think you should also take time to appreciate one another. In this fast-paced world, we don't take time to express our gratitude to one another and to tell each other how much we appreciate them. We'll send a text or a tweet or post something on Facebook, but we don't take the time to simply pick up the phone and call them, or even better yet, tell them face to face how much they mean to each other. So I want all of you, both the graduates and family members, to stand up, turn to your neighbor, and tell them how much you appreciate them. Give them a hand or a fist bump or high five or a hug if that's appropriate, whatever it is, and tell them how much you appreciate each other. Come on. Okay, thanks. Now, I would encourage each of you to maintain this attitude of gratitude, and each and every day, make sure to tell someone how much they mean to you. It does make a difference. The University of Nebraska is a wonderful institution within the University of Nebraska system, and the achievements of students and faculty in important areas like agriculture, national security, early childhood, and rural development, to name a few, continue to put this campus on the map as a global leader. We believe that the aggressive goals and objectives set out by Chancellor Green will put the university in an even stronger position to meet the workforce needs in Nebraska and beyond. And I could not be more excited for the future of UNL and the opportunity that awaits you and the next generation after you. To you, our graduates, while we cannot predict everything that lies ahead, I'm confident that the education you receive at the university will provide you with the foundation you need to be successful. That really is our primary focus, helping you transform your lives through education. Some of you are about to begin your careers. Some of you may not be finished with school. Some of you may work for a family enterprise or start your own business someday. Some of you will raise families or travel or come up with an innovative idea that revitalizes a community, state, nation, or even the world. These and countless other opportunities are available to you because, in the words of Warren Buffett, a fellow University of Nebraska graduate, you have invested in yourself, worked hard, and earned a college degree. Again, I'm confident that you will look back and reaffirm that the University of Nebraska-Lincoln was the right decision and that you will appreciate the decision to attend the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Best of luck to you, congratulations, and I wish you the best in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Regent Claire. One of the greatest things and opportunities that the university has as a tradition is to have the chance to confer an honorary doctorate on an individual who has accomplished much in their life and their career in service to humanity. And our tradition here at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln has been to recognize and honor people like this who are Nebraska natives. And we have a very distinguished recipient of the honorary doctorate to present to you today. We will now confer an honorary degree upon an individual who has distinguished himself through extraordinary achievements in the film industry. Charles O'Connor, Dean of the Hickson Lead College of Fine and Performing Arts, will introduce today's degree recipient.
Chancellor Green, it is my honor to present Alexander Payne to receive the Honorary Doctorate of Fine Arts. Mr. Payne is a noted film director, screenwriter, and producer. He is a native Nebraskan from Omaha. He graduated from Creighton Prep, studied at Stanford University, double majoring in history and Spanish, and received a Master of Fine Arts degree from the UCLA Film School. Alexander Payne has received 2 Academy Awards, the first in 2004 for Best Adapted Screenplay for the film Sideways, and another in 2011 for Best Adapted Screenplay for The Descendants. Mr. Payne's films have been nominated for a total of 18 Oscars. He has often referred to Nebraska in his films and has based several of his movies in the state. Mr. Payne's other films include Citizen Ruth, Election, About Schmidt, Nebraska, and downsizing. Chancellor Green, it is my honor to present Alexander Payne for the Honorary Doctor of Fine Arts.
Mr. Payne is a well-regarded professional in the film industry, not only with actors you may be familiar with, but also with the many talented men and women who work behind the scenes. To celebrate Mr. Payne's achievement today, many of his family, friends, and colleagues have sent congratulatory remarks for him and for you, our graduates. Please direct your attention to the Husker Vision screens.
Action.
Alexander, as your favorite movie producers, we want to congratulate you on your doctorate. Forget the Oscars, forget the Golden Globes. This is the big one.
If I know Dr. Payne at all, I know he'd want this to be about the undergrads, so congratulations to you all.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to all of you graduating today, and congratulations to our dear friend Alexander for this high honor.
Really? Corn graduate? No one deserves it more. Alexander's a true gentleman and a real champion of Nebraska.
Alexander was studying for a doctorate?
Well, it's an honorary doctorate.
Ah.
Couldn't think of anyone better to become a doctor than yourself. And congratulations to everybody that's graduating right now.
As they say in Esperanto, gratulo cio.
Congratulations!
Thank you for more than a decade of inspiration.
And please keep inspiring generation.
Congratulations to the most inspirational person I know.
Congratulations, Alexander. You make me even prouder to be a Nebraskan.
We're so grateful to call you a friend.
And congratulations to the students of the University of Nebraska.
Alexander, there's no one I'd rather cook with.
Just thank you for being a caring, affectionate, and fun member of our family.
As an admiral in the great state of Nebraska's Navy, I'd like to congratulate you on your doctorate. Go Big Red!
Greetings from Nebraska. Congratulations on this honorary doctorate that you're receiving from this esteemed university. Go Huskers. Cut. I don't think they'll ever figure out that this was Malibu.
Congratulations to the class of 2018, and especially to our friend Alexander Payne for receiving his honorary degree.
Way to go! I'll go get a job.
You're an amazing human being, and thank you so much for all you've done for us.
We love you so much, and go Big Red.
Alexander, in addition to being an amazing artist, you are also a great Nebraskan because you're truly invested in this place and you act on it.
No one has supported Nebraska like you have. Dr. Payne, yay!
And your love for the Midwest makes even people who aren't from Nebraska love Nebraska. Congratulations, and go Big Red!
Nebraska is one of our favorite states in the Union, and it's therefore fantastic news to hear that you, Alexander, have received an honorary doctorate from the University of Nebraska.
And congratulations to the class of 2018.
Alexander, my friend, my warmest congratulations. And to all these graduating students at the University of Nebraska, welcome to the next chapter of your adventure.
Congratulations to you and all the Nebraska graduates today. Go Big Red.
Congratulations to everyone graduating from the University of Nebraska, their families, and Dr. Payne.
Congrats from the class of 2022.
Love you, brother. Have a great day.
Congratulations, Alexander. Thank you so much, University of Nebraska, for honoring my dear friend. And my advice to the graduating class is drink plenty of water. And make sure you call your folks every now and then to let them know you're doing all right.
I love you, AP. I'm so excited. Not that you weren't the smartest person I've ever known already, but it's also nice to have an honorary doctorate. I'm here with my buddy Hester Prynne. We wanted to wish you and the graduating class an amazing day, and in the words of Hester Prynne, go Huskers. And go Huskers!
Regent Schaefer, will you please escort Alexander Payne to the podium to receive his honorary degree? Dr. Dondi Plowman, Executive Vice Chancellor and Chief Academic Officer, will assist. In recognition of his outstanding achievements in the film industry, in honor of his creative vision and talent to depict stories of human drama and vulnerability, and in gratitude for his loyalty and service to his native Nebraska, the University of Nebraska confers upon Alexander Payne the honorary Doctor of Degree of Fine Arts.
Thank you. That was too long. That's going to eat into my speech time.
And it's my pleasure to now introduce you to our commencement speaker, Dr. Alexander Payne.
That video was flattering, but a little bit too long. Need a little editing. Eating into my speech time. Okay. Chancellor Green, Board of Regents, faculty and administration, family and friends of the graduates, but mostly, and I mean 99% to you, the proud new alumnae and alumni of the University of Nebraska. Thank you so much, and I salute you for asking me to speak to you on this milestone day. Most of you have worked very hard to achieve what only a tiny minority of earthlings have been able to do, which is graduate from a university. All of you have won what Warren Buffett calls the great birth lottery, and I hope you feel proud and, as we were saying, grateful, appreciative. A few months ago, when Chancellor Green invited me to give this address, I decided to seize the opportunity to compose a legendary speech that would put your entire lives in perspective and go down in history as one of the greatest commencement speeches ever given, right alongside those of Winston Churchill, Steve Jobs, Kurt Vonnegut, and Barack Obama. So last night in Omaha, when I got home from Cantina Laredo's happy hour, and I actually sat down to write. I recommend the ginger mint mangarito, by the way, especially if Stacy or Chad is working. I went online and I skimmed through a number of those classic speeches, and here's what I found. Basic components of a commencement speech. Number one, a story of personal struggle and overcoming the odds that segues to number two, an inspiring and motivating talk about taking chances in life, following your dreams, and doing what you love. Number three, a mention of contemporary society that tries to be political without being too political, as a call for you to take your place as an educated citizen with moral and spiritual values. And I'm going to add a fourth section as well, a brief discussion of why simply being from Nebraska guarantees your success in life. Now don't worry, they told me to keep it short and I've got it well under 2 hours. I'm guessing Chancellor Green asked me to speak because I am a Nebraskan who has achieved success in a public, some would say even glamorous, art form. But my success, such as it is, was far from overnight. And at least in my case, I had to postpone a lot of the personal and professional security that my high school and college peers had enjoyed early on. I lived like a student until I was 38, didn't marry until later, didn't have kids until just recently, never made much money until I was after 40. So I'll tell my story, but it's just my story. You have yours. I'm the grandson of immigrants. My father's father arrived in Nebraska 3 years after an anti-Greek riot, if you can believe it, hit South Omaha in 1909. And so Nikolaos Spiros Papadopoulos Americanized his name to Nick Payne. He married a girl from Wahoo, herself the daughter of German immigrants, and he, later together with my father, ran a 24-hour restaurant in downtown Omaha for 50 years. Both of my parents were the first ever to attend college. Me, I grew up in Dundee, went to Creighton Prep, later to Stanford and UCLA. Oh, I did do summer school here in Lincoln, by the way. My older brother was a doctor, and my parents absolutely hammered me to be a lawyer. But I had been movie crazy since I was a little kid, and it was all I could think about. So as a senior in college, I applied to film school, my thought being that even if I sucked at it, at least I could go to my grave knowing I had tried it. I needed to see whether my love of watching movies would translate into enjoying making them, and also whether I had any talent at it. I had never made a movie. My parents, however, kept repeating the single worst advice in the world, and this will really strike a chord with you artists in the crowd, which is go to law school first so you'll always have something to fall back on. In fact, the opposite is true. Do what you want to do first, because you can always fall back on going to law school. These years, right now, when you're 21, 22, 23, 24, are the precious years when you're done with school and can get out of the world and try any damn thing you want. The word risk should not be a part of your vocabulary, nor should the words failure, success, or practical. The most important words for you now are interesting and fun. The realities of life are going to hit you like a ton of bricks soon enough, and once you get on that train of family, house, job, responsibilities, you realize you can never get these precious years back. And if there's something you want to try, more than anything in the world right now, this is the time. The worst thing in the world is to die with regrets, and you can start troubleshooting that now. I stayed in graduate school. Oh, shucks, okay. I stayed in graduate school until I was 29, and then it took me 5 more years until I directed my first feature film. I made so little money on that movie that I had to borrow money from my dad to pay my taxes. And as I said before, I lived like a student until I was 38, never paid more than $700 a month rent, remained an aspiring director, and my father never stopped offering to send me to law school. Of course, as soon as I got my first Oscar nomination, it all changed to my son, the director. Now, a lot of you will have pressure both from family and from within to find financial security and job stability as soon as possible. And many of you with genuine financial need feel that pressure doubly, and I understand it. But I still suggest that you can figure out how to do it your way. I repeat, my story is unique to me. But what's not unique to me is something that I both observed in others and learned from my own experience, which is that most of the time, nothing in life is quite as hard as they tell you it is. You just have to stick with it. The world is both encouraging and even a little disappointing in how easily it clears a path for people who use their elbows. My road was long, but I felt lucky in that I knew exactly what I wanted to do. But as Kurt Vonnegut said in his commencement speech, don't feel guilty if you don't know what you want to do with your life. The most interesting people I know didn't know at 22 what they wanted to do with their lives, and some of the most interesting 40-year-olds I know still don't. Here's the Nebraska part. Here's the big secret, which isn't so secret. You will go farther in life and get there quicker precisely because you're from Nebraska. And if you're not from Nebraska but only went to school here, you qualify too, because you get it. I kid you not. Conspiracy theorists tell us that secret cabals actually run the world and pull the strings, the Freemasons and the Illuminati and Skull and Bones and the deep state. But as it always does, the truth hides in plain sight. It's actually us, the Cornhuskers. We Nebraskans come armed with tools for success, and other Nebraskans know it. I'm telling you right now, Nebraskans in New York or LA or Chicago or Seattle or Paris or Shanghai or wherever will hire you as soon as they know you're from Nebraska. They know what they're going to get. Someone who's honest, a straight shooter, on time, has a good work ethic, a sense of humor, knows what a runza is, and is generally pleasant to be around. Just in my own field, entertainment and the arts, often when I tell people on the coasts where I'm from, they snicker and say, oh, geez, who's from Nebraska? And I say, I'm sorry, what part of Fred Astaire, Marlon Brando, Henry Fonda, Montgomery Clift, Johnny Carson, Dick Cavett, Willa Cather, Mary Sandoz, Harold Lloyd, Daryl F. Zanuck, Hillary Swank, Ed Ruscha, Connor Oberst, Gabrielle Union, Nick Nolte, Marg Helgenberger, Ted Kuzert, I don't know, geez, let's see, maybe Warren Buffett, don't you understand? And then there are all the other Nebraskans you maybe don't hear about as much. Guess who wrote, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country"? JFK's speechwriter Ted Sorensen, that's who, born right here in Lincoln. How about the guy who carved Mount Rushmore, grew up in Omaha and Fremont, attended Creighton Prep, just like your humble speaker today? How about Mahatma Gandhi, pioneer of nonviolent protest and leader of Indian independence from the British? He was from India, right? No siree, Bob. Gandhi was born in Schuyler, Nebraska. His family didn't move to India until he was 8. Mother Teresa, founder of the Missionaries of Charity and inspiration to the world. Hell, she's going to be a saint one day. She was born on a farm just outside Waverly, Nebraska, not too far from here, just up Highway 6. Her family moved to Europe when she finished studies at her little one-room schoolhouse. We all know Malcolm X was born Malcolm Little in Omaha. But what about Martin Luther King? Surely Dr. King couldn't also be a Cornhusker? Well, ho, 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 think again. North Platte, Nebraska. The King house was right across the park from Buffalo Bill's place. His dad got transferred to Atlanta when he was about 8. Of course, he wasn't a doctor yet. And one last one, and this one will really surprise you. Jesus Christ. Super famous Jewish guy, Lord and Savior to many. Jesus Christ, born, by the way, 2,018 years ago, this same year that you're graduating. That's pretty wild. Okay, no. Jesus was not from Nebraska. There wasn't a Nebraska yet. But if you took a big shish kebab skewer and pushed it right through Bethlehem in the Holy Land and directly through the center of the earth, you know where it would come out? Even accounting for continental drift, Cherry County, Nebraska. Smack dab between Valentine and Merriman. These women and men from Nebraska changed the course of history, and so can each of you. And even if you don't aspire to change history, most of us don't, I repeat that you can get where you want to go farther and faster simply by being a Nebraskan. Use it, don't tell anyone, it's a secret. Part 4, society and you. Okay, it's a pretty wild time out there, and I'm saying the obvious. The political scene seems divided not between right and left, but between crazy and non-crazy. You guys know it all, but I just have 2 little favors to ask. First, don't be a sap. Don't buy their crap. You're college graduates, and I hope you've learned one important thing: question everything. Take nothing at face value. See through propaganda. And I don't mean that ridiculous fake news, post-truth, there are no facts, non-thinking way, which is itself propaganda. I mean actually looking, examining, and thinking. Aspire to be someone on whom nothing is lost. As Yogi Berra said, you can observe a lot just by looking. Democracy is fragile. The Athenians invented invented it and had it for 200 years, then it disappeared for 2,000 years. A country can have political parties, checks and balances, regular elections, and still the majority of people may not have a real voice in shaping their future. A democracy works only if we remain informed, educated, and involved. The second little favor I want to ask you is to remain mindful of something. Whether you're conservative or liberal, doesn't matter. And you've heard it before. This is nothing new. But just remember that, please remember that the enormous influence of corporations and the wealthy on our politicians and on our government policy. Are we a government of the people, all the people, or a government of the wealthy? Okay. The gap between rich and poor gets bigger. Politicians, all of them, they run constantly, I'm an outsider. They promising to drain the swamp and restore the voice of the people, only to take office and kiss the feet of the rich. The corporations, the wealthy donors, the military-industrial complex. Just keep this in mind. And please remember that the question is not whether our country should be more conservative or more liberal. Everybody's here to stay. What we need are better conservatives and better liberals. I stole that line, by the way. It's not original. Politicians think about the next election. Statesmen think about the next generation. If you can actually find any, Republican or Democrat, doesn't matter. Please seek out and vote for statesmen and women. Or better yet, become one yourself. Because you know what? It really is up to you, the young and the educated and the participatory. It's you, young people exactly your age, who always, all throughout history, have spearheaded change. They did it in 1848, that's for you history majors, and in 1968, and now, just one example, the teenagers in Florida and their mushrooming movement. It's young people like you who look at the world they're about to enter and say, WTF. It's you who must say to politicians, we don't work for you, you work for us, and you know what? You suck, and we can do better. Please remember that this is your time right now, you. And who are you? And who are all of us? We are Nebraskans. We are sane. We are fair-minded. We value integrity and honesty. We are humble. In fact, we're very proud of how humble we are. We put ourselves into other person's shoes. We do not judge our fellow citizens by class or race, but by character. We like to be friendly and helpful. And if I can tie this whole talk up, and thanks for indulging me, in one little phrase, if you can find a way to be true to yourself, your deepest self, you automatically are part of a better society. So that's it. Have fun. Life is really, really, really short, so have a lot of fun. Work hard, play hard, buy low, sell high. The way you do anything is the way you do everything. The love you take is equal to the love you make. Don't die with regrets. You'll regret it. P.S. Go Scott Frost. Go Scott Frost. Peace and love. Congratulations.
Thank you, Alexander, for that commencement address. Let's give him another big round of applause. We will now begin awarding earned degrees. Photographers working under the direction of Grad Images are here today to make pictures of each person as they receive their diploma on stage. The company will contact graduates in the near future to offer those pictures from today's ceremony. In separate ceremonies, we have conferred 702 graduate and professional degrees. This morning, the university will confer 2,562 baccalaureate degrees, of which 2,085, or 81% of those recipients, are here in the arena to receive their degrees this morning. Yeah. Since our founding in 1869, the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, including today's totals, has awarded 287,145 degrees. Several students have qualified for very special honors. Some students have completed the requirements in the University Honors Program. They are wearing scarlet and cream colored braids over their right shoulders. Also wearing scarlet and cream shoulder cords are students who have completed the requirements of the Jeffrey S. Rakes School of Computer Science and Management and the Nebraska Business Honors Academy. Would these students please stand? Please join me in recognizing these scholars. Students who have fulfilled requirements for academic honors established by our 9 academic colleges are wearing special medallions with their academic regalia. Those who have earned their degrees with distinction are wearing a medallion with a red ribbon. Will these students please stand and be recognized? Students who have earned their degrees with high distinction are wearing a medallion with a white ribbon. Will these students please stand? Students who have earned their degrees with highest distinction are wearing a medallion with a red and white ribbon. Will these students please stand? And last but certainly not least, students who have earned the distinction as a Chancellor Scholar are wearing a medallion with a red and white ribbon with a Chancellor Scholar pin attached to that ribbon. These students have earned a perfect 4.0 grade point average in all of their graded work at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln and all other post-secondary institutions where they may have studied. Will these students please stand and receive our applause? Several of today's graduates have completed a course of study and training in the Reserve Officer Training Corps of the Armed Forces of our country and will be commissioned at a special ceremony later today. Their names appear on page 56 of your program. These new officers of our armed forces will be presented by Captain Richard Thomas, Commander of the Naval Reserve Officer Training Corps.
Good morning. Will the candidates who will be commissioned into the United States military this afternoon please stand? Chancellor Green, on behalf of the Departments of Military Science, Naval Science, and Aerospace Studies, I am honored to present to you and the Board of Regents these candidates who, in addition to their academic degree programs, have voluntarily completed a military training program that qualifies them to serve in the United States Army, Navy, Marine Corps, and Air Force. Today, these young Americans will become commissioned officers in the United States Armed Forces, and so continue the legacy of Nebraskans serving and protecting the freedoms of our nation. They join the ranks of other graduates from this great university who serve or who have served our nation, many of whom are combat veterans, some of whom have made the ultimate sacrifice. I would invite any other student graduating today who has served in the armed forces of our country or who is currently serving to also stand at this time. These students are recognized for their service to our country with red, white, and blue honor cords on their robes. The University of Nebraska should be proud of what its military graduates have obtained and equally proud of these future officers who will soon begin their service to our country. With the preparation, development, and academic success they have accomplished here at the University of Nebraska, I truly believe these graduates are destined to become outstanding future leaders for America. Thank you.
And as a point of personal privilege, first of all, congratulations to those of you who were just recognized. But I'd also like to thank Captain Thomas, who is retiring after 30 years of active duty service and 5 years here with us in our ROTC program. Please join me in thanking Captain Thomas for his service. We will now award baccalaureate degrees from each of the 9 academic colleges of the university. Each student will receive his or her actual diploma on stage today, carrying on that long Nebraska tradition that we mentioned earlier. Will the class of 2018 please stand?
Chancellor Green, I am thrilled to present to you the graduating class of 2018. These graduates have met all the requirements for their respective degrees.
Thank you, Dr. Plowman. By authority of the state of Nebraska, vested in the University of Nebraska Board of Regents, and upon recommendation from the faculty of our colleges, I am pleased to confer upon each of you a bachelor's degree according to your particular curriculum and course of study, with all of the associated honors, privileges, and responsibilities of the degree. Congratulations to all of you graduates. Please be seated. You will now be directed by the University Marshals to come to the stage to receive your diploma in alphabetical order by college as listed in your program beginning on page 28. Dr. Dondi Plowman, Executive Vice Chancellor and Chief Academic Officer, will introduce the deans.
Graduates for degrees in the College of Journalism and Mass Communications will be presented by Dean Amy Struthers and Dr. Mary Kay Quinlan.
Will the graduates please rise? Chancellor Green, upon recommendation of the faculty of the College of Journalism and Mass Communications, I am honored to present to you the students who have fulfilled all requirements for the degree Bachelor of Journalism.
Upon recommendation of the faculty of the College of Journalism, I think we have a little glitch. We now bring the graduates forward. Thank you very much. Sorry about that. Graduates for degrees in the College of Architecture will be presented by Dean Kathy Ankerson and Associate Professor Lindsay Bay.
Thank you. Will the candidates please rise? Chancellor Green, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Architecture, I am honored to present these graduates who have fulfilled all of the requirements for the degrees Bachelor of Science in Design and Bachelor of Landscape Architecture.
Graduates for degrees in the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources will be presented by Dean Tiffany Hang Moss and Dr. Aaron Blankenship.
Will the graduates please stand? Upon recommendation of the faculty in the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources, I am honored to present to you the students who have fulfilled all requirements for the degrees Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science.
pointed out just standing here. There's a lot of traffic up here, though. Okay. Graduates for the degrees in the College of Public Affairs and Community Service at the University of Nebraska at Omaha will be presented by Dean John Bartle and Dr. Gayleen Armstrong. These students have pursued their degree programs on the Lincoln campus.
Will the graduates please rise? Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Public Affairs and Community Service at the University of Nebraska at Omaha, I am pleased to present the students who have fulfilled all the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Science in Criminology and Criminal Justice.
graduates for the degrees in the College of Business will be presented by Dean Kathy Farrell and Assistant Dean Devi Buss.
Will the graduates please rise? Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Business, I am honored to present the students who have fulfilled the degree requirements for the Bachelor's of Science in Business Administration.
Just in case. Yeah, I know.
You get there. This is it's still the same. And you're committing to that. I don't think we should let it come further. Today would have been a beautiful day. And 19 out of 29. It is.
big class.
It is. Sure is. Sit for this count.
Graduates for the degrees in the Hickson Lead College of Fine and Performing Arts will be presented by Dean Charles O'Connor and Dr. Christopher Marks.
Will the graduates please rise? Chancellor Green, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Hickson Lead College of Fine and Performing Arts, I am honored to present to you students who have fulfilled all requirements for bachelor degrees.
Undergraduates for degrees in the College of Engineering will be presented by Dean Lance Perez and Dr. Saurabh Agapur.
Will the graduates from the College of Engineering please rise? Yeah. Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Engineering, I am honored to present to you those students who have fulfilled all the requirements for bachelor's degrees in engineering and bachelor's degrees in construction.
This is the last one before freshman.
Graduates for degrees in the College of Education and Human Sciences will be presented by Dean Beth Dahl and Dr. Paul Springer.
Will the candidates please rise? Chancellor Green, upon recommendation of the faculty of the College of Education and Human Sciences, I am honored to present to you these students who have met all of the requirements for the degrees Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Sciences in the College of Education and Human Sciences.
Graduates for the degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences will be presented by Dean Joe Francisco and Dr. June Griffin.
Graduates of the College of Arts and Sciences, please stand and give a shout out. Chancellor Green, Chancellor Green, there you are. Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences, I am proud and I am honored to present to you these amazing students who have fulfilled all requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science. Come up and get your degree.
Somebody else is giving out this one. Okay. But 902 will be coming up. Somebody has to give 902.
that away.
I've been at the back house a long time, so we'll get, you want to do your thing? The last 10? Your system? You can't get yellows out of the line, though, without getting lines. So that doesn't seem
last
like
10.
It's his plan, he knows what he's doing. What's that? Oh, you don't need all these.
I will set aside.
So just take 10 regardless of the color and put them out.
Yes. No. Last 10.
Okay, so the last 10 yellows. Okay. Just counting from the back is not easy.
Okay, now we're back. So there's no color blending going on.
What happened to George?
Have you made it?
Got it.
Yeah, that's right.
You might want to make it 15.
Well, let me know what you want.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. Okay. After this batch, you get a special. There we go. She's done. Need to be up there, so we got a couple more step up. Which means you're 20. I put 16, but that takes us to the number 9,500.
We have to find some way of communicating down there with the number.
I've already done it. Yeah, provided we've done all the whites, we don't want to mix the whites and the yellow. So as long as we're done with the whites, then 9,500 will switch over. Ready for 9340. Not to worry. traffic controller for handing it. Divert. Cancel. Yeah.
Well, you did. You all did. You wore it well. That's all I want.
Congratulations, graduates. At this time, I would like to thank all of those who worked behind the scenes to help make this commencement a successful event. First, I would like to thank the members of the Commencement Committee and the University Marshal Corps. Thank you to our soloist, Emily Freeman, and the University of Nebraska Brass and Percussion. We extend again special appreciation to the staff of the Office of the University Registrar for their work ensuring that everyone received their actual diploma on stage today. Thank you to the staff of Husker Vision, Pinnacle Bank Arena, University Communications, and our Office of Special Events and Protocol for the great care that they took in planning every aspect of today's ceremony. A special thanks again to our speaker and honorary degree doctorate, Dr. Alexander Payne. Again, congratulations to all of you. We're going to do the symbolic moment here in a few minutes. But first, I want you to know a little bit about the pin you received today, designating you as a member of the Nebraska Alumni Association and as a graduate. Wear it proudly. You are now part of an alumni network that reaches around the globe, even through that skewered part over to the other side, worldwide. Please now direct your attention to the Husker Vision screens for a message from Shelley Zaborowski, the Executive Director of the Nebraska Alumni Association.
Congratulations, graduates. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the Nebraska alumni family. Today, you join a community of nearly 200,000 alumni living all around the world. I encourage you to stay connected and engage with the university as you go forth. The path for your Nebraska experience was paved by those who came before you. It now becomes your privilege to pay it forward to the next generation of Huskers through your gifts, not just of treasure, but of time, talent, and experience. We hope you'll join the Alumni Association and discover the many ways that you can stay connected. You have much to offer our alma mater, and your continued involvement is critical to Nebraska's success. Once again, congratulations, and welcome to the alumni family.
At this point, I would like to ask all of the Nebraska alumni who are in the audience and in our faculty to please stand and greet our newest members of the Nebraska alumni family. Now, I know we've been here for a little over 3 hours, but I just want to take one moment of ask for your indulgence, and I want the graduates to help me do this. We mentioned earlier about how this is a record-setting time for the University of Nebraska, and record-setting in a number of different ways, including this being the largest graduating class that we have ever had in our history. But I want to describe that to you a little differently. So I'm going to ask the graduates, if you will, if you are from Nebraska, would you please stand? Thank you. Now, if you're an adopted Nebraskan, if you came here and you've been adopted from another state in the United States, would you please stand? Thank you. And the next set of adopted Nebraskans, if you came here from a country outside the United States of America, would you please stand? Thank you. If you have or will or are on active duty and serving the military of our country, would you please stand? If you are a Husker athlete who has represented the University of Nebraska and worn the red N as an athlete, would you please stand? And lastly, as public education has done for over 150 years, we are the access to education in land-grant universities like us around the country. And I would like to ask those of you who are the first in your family to receive a 4-year degree to please stand. Will all of the members of the class of 2018 now please stand? Graduates, in a moment, I will ask you to move the tassel on your mortarboard from right to left. This symbolic gesture will identify you as a University of Nebraska graduates, as I suspect that you will readily admit that you are not the same person as the one who first came here to study. The experience at a university is expected to produce change, to build for you a storage of knowledge, to give you a set of skills and experiences, to sharpen your thinking, and to broaden your horizons. We hope that we did this for you. We, in turn, recognize that you have helped change this university. Your interactions with our faculty have stimulated their own thinking, and many of you have made very significant contributions to the university. From here forward, your credentials will bear the mark of the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Wear them proudly to denote the significance, the quality, and the excellence represented by the big red N. And always remember that to those who much has been given, even more will be required. Do great things and thrive as a graduate of the university. On behalf of the entire university community, congratulations on your accomplishments and best wishes for your future. Please join us following the ceremony on the plaza outside of the arena, in the front of the arena here, for music and celebration provided by the Nebraska Alumni Association. Graduates, please now move your tassel from right to left as we salute you, the University of Nebraska, class of 2018. Will the platform party and faculty please rise? Family and friends, please remain seated until the recessional has been completed. The May 2018 commencement exercises are now concluded. University marshals, please begin the recessional.